All right. So, we're going to talk today about how to prompt AI so that it actually helps you. I want you to learn how to open up a blank page in any popular tool, whether it's Claude, whether it's Gemini, whether it's ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, or something new that you haven't even heard of yet. Peanut butter graham cracker crunch 5.9.8. I'll just make stuff up all day if you give me the space. So here's what I want to do with you today. I want to help you break some bad habits and start prompting AI the right way. Because look, none of us went to school for this. Stuff's still being invented as we're going. What I'm going to share with you now, I think it's the best way, but hey, subject to change. So I think most people are prompting the wrong way. Let me tell you more what that means and what the right way looks like. The wrong way is when you talk to AI like a caveman. And in that little blank page, do better, me no like, make different, and you're making grunting noises, whatever you're doing, it's not good. It's not working. You gotta talk to it differently. And I want you to start giving it way more. I'm talking about a dump of what's on your mind, a brain dump into your AI tool so that you can give it more and it can connect the dots. I want you to talk. I want you to ramble, go on and on, say some of the same things a couple of times. I call that belt and suspenders, right? You can wear suspenders, wear the belt, your pants stay up, crisis averted. But you could also do that when you talk. If you're talking about Q3, mention Q3 because Q3 was great. And I really want to make sure that we're talking about Q3 here. Hey, have I told you guys about Q3? That's the sort of stuff I want you to do. Give it more. All right. We're going to zoom in on this. But that's the biggest takeaway here. Give it more. Also, and this is just freaking cool because we kind of forget how amazing AI is because we hear about it 800 times a day and we're tired of it. And I talk about it 800 times a day. How do you think I feel? There's so much stuff going on here. We forget that this is one of the coolest tools we've ever had in our hands because it solves a problem humans have dealt with since the beginning. And that is that we spend way more time actually downloading information out of our heads, transposing it to the world, whether we're writing it, we're speaking it, or interpretively dancing it. We're not able to think as much. And now using AI, we can spend way more time thinking. We can have AI do the writing, do the mechanical stuff, transpose those ideas and communicate them and interpret them to the world. So let's zoom in. Let's talk about how the heck we do this. First off, I want you to start talking to AI like it's a VIP. I want you to say please and thank you. And I always like to ask live audiences, why do you say please and thank you? And seriously, this is just shows you the state of things. Almost every single time someone makes a quip and they go, it's because you want the robots to remember that you said please and thank you so they don't kill you when they take over. I don't know why I did that accent. My God, sorry guys, but I loved it. And look, I make that joke too. So I get to make the own accent joke about myself. I say please and thank you. Robots are giving me massages in the future. Everyone else works on the robot assembly line. Good hedge for me. I hope you're smart enough to take the bait there. I don't think that's actually going to happen, just for the record. I say please and thank you because it reminds me to give it more. It reminds me to talk to it like someone I care about, someone who I want to help succeed. If I'm working with one of our co-founders here at Unburdn, Sam, and I send Sam our very important quarterly investor update, and I go, Sam, what do you think? I put a lot of work into this. And Sam writes me back, this not bad, but make better. Thanks, Sam. Really appreciate it. Totally going to go do that for you. You got it. I have no idea what to do. I could guess, I can mash my keyboard and try to figure some stuff out, but not helpful. I want Sam to read my investor update and I want him to say, look, Nick, you put a lot of work into this. I'm actually pretty impressed. I like that you gave it a style I'm kind of not used to that I think is going to really resonate. That's pretty cool. I also like the overall messages you're conveying. It's clear. It's clear, it's punchy, it's witty. Like it just doesn't read like this really dry, sterile report. Great. Also, by the way, sections 1, 2, and 3, I think they're perfect. I wouldn't change a word. But then when we get to section 4, it kind of goes off the rails a little bit. You introduce some new stuff that I don't even think our investors want to hear about. And it just like doesn't match the rest of this update. How about this? Let's dump section 4 and let's turn it into a new section that just gives an overall summary, where we've been, where we are, where we're headed. Let's put in a few stats about our performance, a few of the quantitative, qualitative, and some of the recognition shout outs we gave our team, then tie it all together. Just keep it short. If you pull in a quote or two, do that, but I just don't want you to over-engineer this. Cool. Nick gets that feedback from Sam. I know what to do. Talk to AI that same way. All right. Also, if you say please and thank you, this one's funny as heck. One of my team members sent this to me. You can see here, this was AI thinking, and they were going to give up, or AI was going to give up. And it goes, well, they asked please, so maybe I should do more. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. Pretty dang funny. Here's the next hack. I want you to start doing voice to text, and I want you to start interviewing with AI. We're living in a cool time. Thanks to AI, voice to text is actually starting to work. We've been using our iPhones or whatever, you know who, Siri, and it doesn't work great, right? We're like kind of tired of it. So we don't think voice to text works. Well, guess what? It's starting to work really well. Not Siri yet. I heard that's supposed to happen pretty soon. I hope it does. In the meantime, you already have these tools at your fingertips. So if I'm over here, let's say I'm using Claude, if I click on the little microphone button and start talking, it's got a really powerful voice to text engine that tends to get it right. So that thing's pretty helpful. I like using a tool called Whisper Flow. You got to pay for it, right? So it doesn't work for everybody. But for me, it's cool because anywhere I'm on my computer that can take typed words, I can just hold a button on my keyboard and talk. So if I were trying to do my little investor letter example, I need your help creating an outline for investor letter that will really impress. I can't get it right. So I have to go like this. I need your help creating an investor letter that's going to really impress my investors in our company Unburdn. I really want to get across a few very important points to them. First off, that this is like a brand new space that's still being invented. It doesn't fit into like any boxes at all. It's no one that's doing this well is a consultant. No one's just building software. No one is just doing any of the obvious things like training, etc. It really is a mix of all of those things. You kind of have to be vertically integrated. Also, I want our investors to know about the fact that we are just scaling beyond the founders. We're starting to hire up a bunch of people, and they're starting to source, close, deliver, and impress our clients without any of the founders in the room, myself included, which isn't that great. I absolutely love. My God, that's got me so excited. I also really want to make sure that they get a good glimpse into our financial position and how fortified our balance sheet is. Okay, blah, 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 right? I could keep going and then check that out. So I started rambling. And it started grabbing everything that I said. It even decided that we should make some bullet points. My ums and ahs, those were intentional. It also made some mistakes too, but nothing too bad. Overall, I find that it's pretty dang impressive. Highly recommend you're doing voice to text. It not only is more efficient and faster, but it also makes me more creative. I'm in our beautiful headquarters here in the middle of the Golden Triangle in Denver, Colorado. And I got great windows And what I love is I can just stare at them and talk to AI for a few minutes and just see what comes to my brain. And when I do that, I give it more. More is better. I'm more creative. I'm working faster. I think this is the hack of hacks that most people have no idea that it exists and they could be leveraging it. Also, you could look like that guy if you start doing this in public. And look, I am pro whisper flow. I am pro voice to text. So I'm taking a stand. All of us united. Let's get annoying in public. Forget these people with their grumpy faces. We're over here getting more creative in AI, trying to solve the world's problems, right? Or don't do that. It's weird. I don't do it all the time for that very reason. But I mean, how do I not make that joke? And also, mark my words, you're going to get hooked on this. You're going to be in public working and you're going to go, oh man, I wish I could do voice to text right now. I feel like I've got one arm tied behind my back. All right. Interviewing. I don't know. This might be even cooler than voice to text if you haven't done it. So think back 30 years ago. Nick has decided it's time for a vacation. I've got to go down to the local travel agent and we've got to come up with some plans. Now, that travel agent is not telepathic. This travel agent didn't look at me and go, okay, pleated jean shorts, fanny pack, probably an alligator shirt, and say, this guy is a dad. And that screams desperation. He needs a vacation. Disney's going to be the place. I see him coming back with a goofy jean jacket with the denim sleeves, the varsity jacket. I mean, this travel agent knows, right? No. The travel agent knows how to ask questions. And I know that I have memories, feelings, emotions, intellect, wisdom, all those good things. So when the travel agent starts asking me questions about this trip, I don't have a database of answers about the best trips ever. I just know how to answer the travel agent's questions. So when the travel agent asks, so do you have a partner? Do you have kids? Is this a guy's trip? Are you going out on a spiritual solo journey? How can I help you today? I start giving answers. Travel agent asks more questions and we steer towards a really great plan together. I want you to start using AI that same way. Give it a brain dump. Tell it a ton of stuff. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's a problem I'm trying to solve. Here's something I could use your help thinking through. I need you to help me find use cases. I want you to help me make this presentation or this investor report, yada, yada, yada. And then end it with, and in order to help me do so, please interview me one question at a time. Keep asking me questions until I say we're done. And then you keep going back and forth with it. I don't want you to have to just remember that. I want you to practice this. So I have given you templates. I got templates here and I got more coming. But just think about this exercise. You want AI to help you find some use cases. Great. Tell it that. I need your help finding some use cases. How could AI help me in my job? Well, look, a lot of people stop there. They click enter. They get some nonsense. I want you to give it more. Tell it what you do for a living. Where do you work? What matters to you? What are you good at? What are you not good at? All those good things. But then, most magically, ask it to interview you. One question at a time. You go back and forth with it. I guarantee, mind blow emoji, like you're going to be so excited by what this thing starts to come back with. All right. If you need it to be a thought partner, tell it, here's this big problem I'm dealing with. Blah, blah, blah. Tell it the cast of characters. Tell it how you think. Tell it how you feel. Have it interview you. Go back and forth. Get the help you need. Here's a blank template if you're a really creative person. I need help with blank. I want you to think like blank. Interview me one question at a time. Keep asking questions until I say we're done, right? And I got more templates for you. So you can either grab that QR code there, or if you have access to this presentation link, you may or may not. I don't know. I don't know where I'm posting this thing, but the QR code certainly takes care of it for you. And I want you to take that and go to these templates, use them, and get good at practicing with interviewing. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you how on our website, members.unburden.ai, how you do this. And let me make a couple of good little examples and stories for you and all of this fun stuff. So I'm over here on the members. I'm not over here. Now I'm over here. Oh my God, I'm still not here. All right, members. Oh my God. Members.unburden.ai. Here we go. My website or my page may look a little different than yours because I'm on God mode as the administrator. Sorry. But here we are. I'm on the page. You should be able to find this button that says prompting modules. I'm going to click it and we're going to pick something to do together. So I have all of these different examples for ways you can practice with prompting, but I think the one that I want to do is going to be pretty simple, and we're going to grab, let's see today. Let's go here. We're going to do this one document, 3 prompts. I'm not going to read everything here, but I will certainly explain to you what we're doing. I'm going to download an attachment, and this attachment is just a big old dry document. So I had AI create it, so it's fake. There's no real information here. Kestrel Storage Partners, it's a quarterly market and portfolio review. Oh my gosh, this is great. If we put it in a river, it might turn it into a dam because this thing is so dry. All right, cool, great. Okay, oh my God, numbers. Oh, I know numbers. That's cool. I've seen that before. I know that. That's a percentage sign. Oh boy. All right, so let's agree. We don't want to read this. We want AI to help us. So I give you a really dumb prompt to use, which says summarize this document. So I'm just going to grab that prompt. I'm just going to go over to Claude because let's use Claude today. I will tell you what we're doing here in a moment. As you saw me just pick a new name and some new little word next to it. And I'm just going to say summarize this document. And of course, I must upload that document. So I'm going to upload that document, the Kestrel Market Portfolio Review. Put that in. I've got the document in there. It says summarize this document. I click go. What does Claude do? Well, Claude reads that document and then it summarizes it. Now you're seeing my summary, and this is how Claude has decided to summarize it. Maybe this is fantastic. Maybe this isn't fantastic. I have no idea, but I was pretty vague. You summarize it, it did it kind of quickly. I don't know if it's accurate, all that fun stuff. All right. So let's agree. Let's never prompt that way. That's talking to AI like a caveman. So let's go try something else. Let's go back to the Unburdn site. I'm going to go from step 1 over to step 2. So here we are. Step 2, the structured prompt. Look at this wall of words we have. All right. I'm going to copy it. Let's take this back to Claude, and I'm going to open a new chat. And I'll tell you why we're doing that once I also explain to you why I clicked on some different words and numbers down here. So we're saving that one for you. Keep you engaged, keep you excited. What's he going to say next? So we've got this. This is what happens when I record videos on Saturday, gang. You get that end of week, Nick. Life is good. I've had breakfast. I'm caffeinated. Life is so good. So let's go ahead and let's take this thing that says our Kestrel report and this big prompt, and I'm going to click enter. And now that I have clicked enter, I'm putting in this wall of words that says, here's some context. I'm on the investment committee reviewing this battery storage platform. The management team is talented, and the letter always reads like a victory lap, which is exactly why the committee pays me to read it, because I'm skeptical, right? It tells all that. What's my persona? Well, I act like a skeptical power markets investor. Okay, cool. We're telling it all this neat stuff. Data, I want you to refer to just this thing I attached. And here's your task. These are the 4 things that I need you to do. And let's go ahead and make it under 600 words. Blunt. That beats polite. Well, look what it does. It summarizes it the way we wanted it. It followed the instructions. Okay. Now this is super duper cool, but let's also agree. I'm betting none of you are going to sit at your desk after this and start writing prompts like that. You may aspire to. I once did when I was a young man, when AI was brand new, like 2 years ago. It doesn't stick. This doesn't work. This isn't helpful. I just want you to see what it looks like. I want you to see what it looks like to be thorough when prompting and how it can give you what you wanted. I'm now going to take you to step 3, and I'm going to show you how I really want you to prompt. So let's go ahead, open a new chat, go back to the Unburdn site. We were on step 2. We're going to go to step 3, and it says the interview method. Let's copy this wall of words, and let's go back to Claude, new chat, paste that wall of words in here, press the plus sign, add files, Kestrel Market Portfolio Review, and then let's click enter so we can see what we're doing. Now look what we did. This is what you're doing. This is what you're sitting at your desk. You're doing voice to text. And you're going to give a little brain dump. And you're going to ramble at your Claude. All right, I'm going to think out loud. I need you to help me get ready for an investment committee meeting. So we're invested in this battery storage company. They operate big scale batteries. They're mostly in Texas. The quarterly review just hit my inbox. I attached it. Headline is record this. I'll just move forward a little bit. I could swear the last text said it was going to be an outline by mid 2027. I skimmed through that. And we're just telling it what we're thinking. We're telling it what we need. We're using belt and suspenders, ramble. And then we are ending with the all important interview me one question at a time. Keep asking questions until I say we're done. I'll slow down. Interview me one question at a time. Keep asking questions until I say we're done. Look what it comes back with. Well, here it is. Here's your question. What format do you actually want to walk into Thursday's meeting? Well, that's an awfully good question. Thank you, Claude. Thanks for the question, Claude. I think for format, I just want a list of bullet points. Just give me a very concise list that just says, like, the key points I need to know and addresses my thoughts, concerns, and questions that I've already given you. All right, cool. So we tell it that. I didn't know I was going to ask that question. There's no rhyme or reason. All right. Second question. You want me to stop at the 3 issues you raised or flag anything else important in that document that jumped out at me? Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Hey, that's great. I think I know the 3 issues, but you know what, Claude? I would love if you'd also put on your hat too and dig in. Let me know if you see anything. That's neat. So Claude's like, would you like me to sign up for more work? I'll happily do it, mister. All right, great. What does it say? How should I frame the fade, augmentation, and lithium exposure items related to your 3 main ones? As equally related bullets in one flat list or as clearly separated additional flags? Let's go ahead and put those as clearly additional, separate them as additional flags I found. That would be very helpful for me. Thank you. All right, cool. What a nice little helper. It's like, do you want it presented this way or should I mush it all into your work? It's thinking. Got it. Anything else you want me to fold in or go ahead and write it up? You know what? We're all good here. This is great. Thanks. I'm having a wonderful time working with you, Claude. Will you please go ahead and write it up? Now, that right there is how you stay on the robot good list, okay? I will tell you all a little inside baseball. Here's how the sausage is made at Unburdn. I was making some presentations earlier, and my goodness, AI was not cooperating. And I said some bad things to AI. So at least we have balanced the universe. All right, cool. Look, it gave me my output. Great. Don't even worry about what it says other than it gave it to us based on this brain dump. Now we could go back and forth with it, tell it, make it like this, shorten this, give me bullet points, put in quotes, just go crazy with it, right? All right. A few things. Now, if you were doing this exercise on your own, you would have noticed immediately that our outputs were never the same, or the work that Claude was creating was never the same. And also, you may have noticed that some of it could be more comprehensive. Some of it could be more concise. Some of the numbers may even be different. Well, guess what? That's because AI is just a word guessing machine. That's all it is. There's no database of answers that it's pulling in. Its magic power is that it guesses words very quickly. All right. So a lot of people think, well, mine looks different than yours because Nick, you use your Claude all the time and it knows all of this stuff about you. So that's going to influence it. Well, kind of yes, kind of no, until I tell you I have memory turned off. I don't want mine to remember anything. That's another class. I'll tell you how to do memories and solve for the memory problem in the bot building class that we also lead here online. But for now, just know these are word guessing machines. They guess words quickly. In turn, they will always be a little different, sometimes a lot of different. Now, how do we make sure that it's guessing words that are really good? Well, we can click on this thing. We can choose a model. Now, I don't want you to get hung up on the word model or really what that means. I just want you to know that there are different ways of using AI. They call them different names and they give them different numbers, and it is confusing as hell. And earlier when I made my joke about peanut butter graham cracker crunch 5.9-83.edu/org, that may show up in this list tomorrow. Literally a new one showed up just last night. Opus 5. Opus 4.8 was there. Now Opus 5 is here. Well, what the hell does that mean? Well, I kind of know what it means because I do this for a living, but even I have to wrap my head around it because right now I'm struggling to tell you the difference between Fable 5 and Opus 5. All right, so I don't want you to get hung up on any of this stuff. I just want you to know a few very important things. First, these are word guessing machines. Some of them guess words quickly, and some of them guess words slowly. The faster the word guessing machine, the faster the model you pick here, the more inaccurate it can be. All right, it's guessing words. It can be more confidently incorrect faster. Cool. The more you go up on the list to the ones that move more slowly, they call them more advanced. Or like, look, I'll click on Fable 5. Well, what does it say? It's for your toughest challenges. Ooh, like climbing a mountain? What are you inferring here, Mr. Claude? It's for your toughest challenges. What is Opus 5 for? Complex tasks. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, what is Sonnet 5 for? That's for your most efficient everyday task. Does Haiku just write haikus? Please tell me that's what it does. Nope. Fastest for quick answers. I stole that joke from an audience member, by the way. I don't even remember who said it, but credit to anonymous audience member for making an amazing joke about haikus. The faster they are, the more inaccurate they are. So which one do you use? I don't care. I want you to mess around and find out. MAFO, MAFO. I want you to try these different things and see what works, knowing that Nick, the pro on this stuff, uses the slower moving ones. I like to use me some Fable 5. I'm now using Opus 5. I generally don't use these other ones. Now, there's an argument to be made to my folks who are watching this today who are deeper in this stuff, but wait a minute, you're going to run out of tokens, you're going to hit limits, and you're absolutely right. And if you're doing that, that's good. That means you're using AI, you're using it well. We can cross that bridge with you next. But for now, especially in the early stages of crawl, if this is a crawl, walk, run progression for AI proficiency, let's start at crawl speed and let's just jack up the horsepower. Let's pull in some Fable 5, play with these little settings and see what it does. All right. If it takes 5 minutes to write a 4-sentence email, maybe we could turn it down a little bit. All right. You'll figure it out. Don't overthink it. Keep this thing simple. All right, gang. All right, gang. How fun was that? How fun was that? You are prompting now. Let's remember, this is simple. Don't talk to AI like you're a cave person. Give it a lot more. Use voice to text. Ramble, ramble, ramble. Tell it stories. Look out your beautiful window and tell it what's on your mind. And then have it ask you questions. Go back and forth with it. Get a cool work product. Make sure you slow down your AI. Pick one of these higher horsepower tools. It's the same thing if we're in Gemini. It's the same thing if we're in ChatGPT. It's even the same thing if we're in Microsoft Copilot. Just slow it down and try it. See where it gets you. Also, final fun thing, try talking with it. We could even press this button. Hey, AI, can you hear me? Hey, I want to know if you could rewrite this memo for me and just make it a lot shorter. And also, could you just tell me your thoughts on this just candidly? What do you think I should know?
Sure thing. Here's the short version you could say out loud in the room. The headline record quarter is really a heat wave quarter. Strip out those 3 days
You
of
get the
noise.
idea. One more cool thing to maffle with. I don't use it a lot. Some people do. I've heard some people even have dated AI because they fall in love with the way that this works. So think about that one when you're going to bed tonight. The movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson came to life. All right, everyone, thanks for spending some time with me. Great knowing you're here. Go out there and maffo. Talk soon.